Right, hey guys, how we doing? We're back on another video from Nux Taku, and we're on another Honest Anime Descriptions video. This is all 5 Boruto Kages. Now when I looked at it in the subscription feed, I was like, I'm sure it was called something else beforehand. And I read the description and it's re-upload. It got a copyright strike on it, so he's changed it and re-uploaded it, so... fair enough. So let's do this. This is all 5 Boruto Kages, Honest Anime Descriptions. There's a silent rebellion.
Yo, what's happening, fanbase? And welcome back to another episode of Honest Descriptions. Today, honestly describing every Kage, but only in Boruto. Everyone's favorite installment of the Naruto franchise. In case you were unaware, the word honest in the title is absolutely in quotation marks, and absolutely everything in this video should be taken at face value. Now let's discuss the brightest bunch of Kage the world of Naruto has ever seen.
Yay.
And potentially the most talented bunch of Kage as well. First, we got Naruto, debatably the strongest ninja freaking ever. God tier in the war arc. He was able to make a bazillion clones and give an entire Shinobi alliance a 9-tailed cloak.
Chakra,
this guy has infinite chakra. And, he can't have one clone do his paperwork instead of him and actually spend time with his family. And a lot of people complain that he does that, but little do they know he's doing it for the betterment of his son. What anime character do you know that had a normal dad and turned out to be a badass? That's right. It doesn't exist. It means that the only way to form Boruto into a character that's slightly less despicable than he would be otherwise, not a lot less despicable, mind you, he would have to give him a torturous life where he misses his own daughter's birthday party. Very selfish of him, I know. And it's because Boruto's dad is a very nice guy and cares about him a lot, but isn't always there to play catch with him. That makes Boruto's backstory even more tragic than Naruto's. Naruto is despised by the entire village. His dad left him. What does he know about his son who struggles to keep up a relationship with a father that abandoned his daughter's birthday party? He realized that a shonen protagonist needs to be between 12 and 15. And for this reason, he knew that he would not be able to stand up to the opponents that would eventually rise from the ashes. He had to create the perfect protagonist in a son. Sarada, perfect, because Sasuke's a dick. Mitsuki, incredible. His father's a terrorist pedophile. But Boruto, what's Boruto gonna do? Loving mother, normal father that actually has a decent relationship with his wife. He knew he had to leave him to his own devices. He understood that's what it would take to craft the perfect protagonist. To the perfect sequel. And I know some of you may not believe what I'm saying. Some of you may think I'm reading too deeply into the psyche of Naruto and giving him more credit than he deserves. I mean, we've seen him in Naruto and in Shippuden. He's no genius. I mean, sure, he's a nice guy, but I don't think he can break the fourth wall to this extent that he knows to create a tragic past for his son, which, yes, is very tragic. I mean, let's compare it to other shonen characters. Definitely feel worst for Boruto. Absolutely. But I'm not here to roast Boruto. I'm here to honestly describe Naruto. And there's one vital difference between the Naruto we knew from Shippuden and the Naruto that we know in Boruto. It makes a world of a difference as far as his intellect, abilities, and forget how to make more than 2 shadow clones. And that is, in his final fight in Naruto Shippuden, he lost an arm, and it was replaced by... oh, what was it replaced by again? That's right! At long last, Naruto has Hashirama cells, which more than explains everything. He's doing everything for the good of the world. No matter how many Hashirama cells a middle-aged anime character will get, in a shonen anime, they still will not be able to accomplish what their power level says they should be able to.
No.
He knows this. It took Kakashi to get Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan sent to him by Obito from the world of the dead to actually become semi-useful in Naruto Shippuden. Without something of that magnitude, middle-aged men will do nothing in shonen, and Naruto knows this. So he used his Hashirama cells as foresight to be an absolute garbage father, even though there's no reason why he couldn't make another clone. I mean, I get it, he has a lot of paperwork, but having 10,000 ninjas with 9-tailed cloaks seems a little bit more strenuous. But he knows that he has to make his son suffer as much as possible, because without terrible daddy issues, your protagonist is as good as gone. And just for clarification purposes, no, I am not saying that middle-aged men in shonen are equivalent to shonen women. That is an entirely different different thing. Because you see, every villain in Shonen is a middle-aged man, while Shonen women just never do anything. I just want to clarify that difference here. If anyone's got any problems with that, bring it up with Housewife Sakura and Housewife Hinata. They'll put you in your place. And this is why Boruto was just a better anime than Naruto ever was. It's got so much deeper themes and meaning, understanding the inner workings of the medium. That's why I hate when everyone disses Hokage Naruto, why he's a bad father even though he has oodles and noodles of chakra, why when he fought Momoshiki, he couldn't take the W without Boruto. Because you see, he understands the genre of shonen far better than we could. That is the power of Hashirama. And if none of that is an explanation for anything he does, well then nothing could be, because that makes more sense than anything else I heard. Not gonna lie, glad I was able to have Naruto save face here. If anyone wants to argue with you that OG Naruto is better than Boruto Naruto, well, definitely show them this video to change their mind, and potentially their life. Glad I got that out of the way. All these plebs making fun of boy Naruto for absolutely no reason. God, I can't stand these people. Next,
painful, isn't it?
Kage.
Gaara!
Kazekage. Gaara. Now, everyone loves Gaara. Incredible character. We've seen him since he grew up. Even his villagers loved him. I mean, they all thought he was a demon and tried to kill him in the past. And then after the Chunin exams, when he came back and his dad was dead, he's like, okay, I'm taking over the Sand Village. No one complained. You know,
no one had any problems with that.
Killing everyone? The answer is no. Because Gaara, what a great guy, he took over the Sand Village through fear. It's the only logical explanation. One of the nicest and most caring, fear-mongering anime dictators right after Stalin. Great stuff, great stuff. But to immediately point out a contrast between him and Naruto. Naruto, terrible backstory, was a dick to everyone, but in the end of the day, he became happy with himself and became a main character. Gaara was created due to the power of friendship alone. Without the power of friendship from Naruto, he would have not become his own entity, and this immediately puts him one lower on the totem pole than Naruto as a power of friendship-y, as opposed to a power of friendship-er. He cannot harness this power, for he is merely created from this power. But he still did have his tragic backstory, which means he's gonna be a hell of a whopper in Shippuden, who somehow gets stronger after his Jinchuriki is removed. Very cool. Not explained, but very cool. Now, in his fight against the revived Kage, in the war arc, he got that whole mother's blessing thingo where he was all happy with his past, reconciled with his revived dad, managed to summon his mother out of sand, which made him happier. I mean, if I would summon my ancestors out of sand, I wouldn't be that much happier, but, you know,
yeah, I know,
pretty cool,
just
I guess.
sad.
But then, you know what happens after you reconcile with your father and make peace with your mother's death? That's right! It retroactively uproots the tragic backstory, making him a pretty much useless character. Even when he joined the fight against Madara and the Jinchuriki and the Bijus and all that, borderline useless, didn't do anything, because then again, he didn't have his tragic backstory anymore. Gaara was very cool until this point. And to just hammer the final nail into the coffin, we skipped to Boruto and we're like, well, let's see how much Gaara's developed. And he's developed a hell of a lot. If you look at his hair, it's now not spiky, but it's gel. Clearly a higher level of maturity, making him closer to that peak middle-aged man stage, which basically completely nullifies the importance of his existence. But now, in his old age, granted, he cannot take any W's because he does not have the tragic backstory, nor is he a teenager, but he's a master tactician. And to all of you who are thinking, but there's no tactics in Naruto past the war arc. It's all just who can fart a bigger jutsu, like we saw with Momoshiki. And to those people I say, 'tis true, every major battle will involve a my dick is bigger than yours competition.
Yes.
However, that doesn't make him less of a tactician. It just makes his tactics more difficult to be applied in a useful setting. For example, in the Chunin exams in Boruto, which I hear was decent, not that I've seen them or anything, Bagas, Sarada was fighting this guy, and then it eventually came to everyone's realization that her opponent was a puppet being controlled by someone in the stands. So Naruto, another brilliant mind as I've already elucidated, said to Gaara, Gaara, this is not fair. Whoever leaves the rink loses the match. That's the rules. And Gaara, gel-haired Gaara, replies to him, yes. If Studio Pierrot ever needs a voice actor for Gaara, I'm available. Yes. You see, the rule is if someone leaves the stadium, they lose the fight. However,
he never entered.
If he was never in the stadium, he could never leave, and it's perfectly allowed according to the rules. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the brilliant tactic used by Gaara to not immediately lose the Chunin exams. I'm not exactly sure what the whole purpose was of the exam, if you're trying to come up with these loopholes, but hey, I'm not an absolute mad lad like gel-haired Gaara.
Yes, that's
the same haircut as Nog from Hunter x Hunter, and we all know what happens to Nog. Next we got Kurotsuchi, the fourth. Tsuchikage. And at long last, we could get our Whammon representation.
Yay.
I mean, we lost Tsunade, and we also lost the 4th Mizukage, so someone needed to fill that spot. I assume it was all through hard work, insane training, and mental fortification that she got the job. Or maybe it's just because she's the strongest ninja in the village, like we see most Kage end up being. It's probably not purely because of nepotism and the fact that her grandfather was the 3rd Tsuchikage. No, that can't be it. She's just probably the strongest. Aside from that platoon leader in the 4th War that picked up 2 mountains and slammed them against each other to kill millions of Zetsus. And the fat stone dude that went along with the Tsuchikage to the summit.
Yeah, he was pretty decent as well.
Broken ability that we never see used twice, because why the hell would they use it twice? The first time was cool, beginner's rook, or whatever you touch turns to stone and crumbles, you know, like you did against the white Zetsus at the summit. And he could summon these massive golems from his mouth. Yeah, that guy. He's stronger than Kurotsuchi, but, you know, he's worse in one simple way. He's not a Whammon. Now, I don't want to say that she got the job purely because of diversity reasons. They needed a single Whammon to be part of the Kage, and, well, we know they're not going to be as strong as the men in the Kage because they're shonen Whammon. And this is Naruto. Show me a shonen Whammon in Naruto that actually did do something. I mean, Housewife Sakura and Housewife Hinata aren't just twiddling their thumbs all day. I mean, they did raise children.
Yes.
Look at Boruto. Hinata did a spank-up job at that.
But Nux, you're only talking about the fact that Kurotsushi's a Whammon. You're not even talking about her epic
He sounds just like Purple Ice's
Wow,
voice
thank you for mentioning that, retarded Suzaku. I wasn't avoiding talking about her personality at all. In fact, by not talking about her personality, I feel like I did a better job talking about it than I would have brought attention to it. So yeah, we don't know jack schnizzle about her. The only one stated feat that we actually got was in Naruto. Boruto, the movie. It said that, Kurotsuchi is the greatest genjutsu user of the 5 Kage. Now, it didn't mention that all the other 5 Kage, well, except for Chojuro, as I will get to, have some pretty epic ninjutsu that makes up for their lack of genjutsu. And it also doesn't say that she can use much genjutsu. It just says that she's the most proficient of the adult-like Kage we have in Boruto, where none of them can use any genjutsu. So congratulations, Whammon. You got the Sakura role. Remember in the bell test in the beginning of Naruto, Kakashi's like, it seems Sakura has a great affinity for genjutsu. Well, that did a hell of a lot, didn't it?
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, what happened there?
She is hot, though. So I guess she did ace that female representation role pretty awesome. Next, we got Darui. Black representation. Booyah! I guess it's also kind of mustache representation, although his mustache is an embarrassment. I personally consider myself a mustache connoisseur.
Yeah?
The fact that I pronounce it mustache. And his is pathetic. What other cool racial attributes you're trying to stuff in this guy? Oh, I know. You know how his whole life he's saying, this is drab. This is drab. Everything's drab. So he could be the perfect opponent for Kinkaku and Schminkaku's teapot of fech, which sucks you in if you've said one word more than every other word. Yeah, well, Darui's name is drab. So really he's saying, Darui, Darui, Darui. Darui is Pokemon representation. Hell yes!
But Nux, just because he's black, it doesn't mean that he's just there for black representation. There are lots of black people in Japan with white hair that look like emos.
Okay, retarded Suzaku. This guy uses
I love how close to Purple Eyes' voice from Code Mented is.
His attack name is Black Panther. You're gonna tell me this guy's not black representation? Owned. In other news, Darui is a masterful tactician. I don't want this to take away from his personality and his genius, not gullible at all mind, but he tattooed the lightning attribute on one of his shoulders and the water attribute on the other one of his shoulders, because those are the 2 types of chakra he used. Yes, that will not give away his attack power to any of his opponents.
Yes, that wouldn't,
it's the ultimate
hint
way
at what you
to
can
keep
do.
them secret, because if he really used water and lightning style jutsu, would he tell them no? So he's lulling them into a false sense of security, where they're like, he wants us to believe that he uses water and lightning style jutsus, when in actuality he must use other things. So then when they're preparing for everything except for lightning and water style jutsus,
My God, they're surprised by water.
with his lightning and water style jutsus. Yes, Darui is a
Genius.
master tactician,
Genius.
and this should not go unnoticed. Also, he was like, 4th Raikage, you lost your arm, that's very sad. And the 4th Raikage was like, never fear, it's true I lost my right arm, but you are my right arm.
You are my right arm.
And then Darui got all mushy and like, wow, he's so smart and wise and stuff. Yeah, very smart and wise, Raikage. So yeah, to wrap up Darui, he's cool and all, but if you compare him to the 4th or 3rd Raikage, he's got nothing on them. And at long last, we've reached Chojuro, the 5th Mizukage, one of the greatest ninja of present times. of the 7 Swordmen of the Mist, you have some really cool swords. You know, some swords can shoot lightning. Some swords can suck out chakra.
Some can
break
explode.
through any defense, and others explode upon
Yeah.
impact. And then you got Chojiro's. Whoa! His sword has 2 hilts? That's insanity! Yes, pretty overpowered. Now, if you remember Kages of the days of old, those guys were
God.
absolute beasts.
Yes,
we
they
have
were.
flashback scenes of Minato taking out entire platoons of lightning ninjas single-handedly, no problem, and that would even include A and B if he wanted to. Fodder Ninja basically do nothing to these behemoths of strength and power. I mean, I can't compare an average Kage to Madara, but he took on an entire army of ninja with just taijutsu. Let's understand the difference in tiers here. You have Sasuke, who took down 1,000 of those weird ninja samurai dudes when he was being trained by Orochimaru.
Yes.
Before even awakening the Mangekyo. Beat all of them without killing any of them and without even breaking a sweat. Fodder Ninja would do nothing to a Kage-level fighter. At least until Tojiro came to the scene. Oh, what an inspiration. This guy fought the new 7 Swordmen of the Mist in the Boruto anime, and by God, he lost to Chunin and 5 Genin. Wow! How incredible! I mean, to be fair, with Boruto's help, he was pretty awesome when he was fighting back, but
He was pretty
you don't
lame fighting
realize
against those
he got all
guys, though.
bloodied up by these 5 kids that don't know how to use jutsus. Really, he's the only Kage with literally no feats whatsoever, aside
My
from barely
God.
beat the new 7 Swordmen of the Mist. New 7 Swordmen of the Mist being a handful of punk kids that broke into a warehouse
And just stole the swords,
very heroic, Chojiro. Very heroic indeed. And this, believe it or not, is actually a perfect segue into something I wanted to talk about. Let's say an honest description of all of the Kage and Boruto. By all of
Right.
their meetings, they're all like, wow, since there's no big evil ninja organizations and no threats of war, these kids aren't even training to become stronger. They're the weakest generation ever. Speak for yourself, losers. It's true, you got Naruto on your side. He's pretty much god tier.
Yes,
and
he is
Gaara's good
pretty
too. I mean, I would say
powerful.
he's average Kage level, but like, you're gonna compare Darui to the 3rd and 4th Raikage? You're
No.
gonna compare Kurotsuchi to the 2nd and 3rd Tsuchikage?
No.
You're gonna compare Chojuro to like an average Chunin? No, you can't. This is the worst generation of Kages ever. And as far as worst generation of new ninjas, what are you talking about? Do you realize Boruto is stronger than any Genin we saw in the entirety of Part 1 Naruto, except for potentially Gaara, him, Sarada, Mitsuki, even Shikadai beat Boruto in the Chunin exams, making him pretty epic. You have Gaara's kid, who's even better than Gaara was as a kid, as stated by, Gaara, the guy in the know. You're gonna call this generation the worst generation ever? Please, y'all self-hating old farts.
Wow.
Go back to doing paperwork and whatever the hell you have to do these days. But in any case, I hope you enjoyed this video. An
That
honest
was
description
brilliant.
of every Kage in Boruto. Let me know in the comments future honest descriptions you would like. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a like if you were triggered. And leave a like if you enjoyed that other people got triggered. Feel free to subscribe for future anime analyses or satire videos.
Brilliant.
It's been a while since I did an honest description, and I have to get back into the game here. Link in the description to my Twitter. Feel free to follow me there. Link to my merch. Feel free to pick some up. And link to my Patreon. All patrons are invited to the Discord server. And I especially wanted to thank Florida Man, D. Chillin, Miriam Ramirez, Q, Fidges Hendricks, Colton
King
Scott,
Beats my
Breeze,
meats.
Lord of the Gator
Frisky
Billy
dingo.
Thompson, Mitochondria, Nate Salve says, Philippe Bright, Sergeant Malarkey, Buried Minotaur, Alan Weavis, Kaiser Ruanar, Crazy Beat, Divine Reigns, Niku, Teakui, TM Philly, King Beat My Meat, Negus Nogus, Age of Snake, Pop-Up, Grumpy Welshman, Wilson Fletcher, King
Grumpy
Sparky
Welshman.
65, Lazy Ronin, Girthy Worm Jim, Allison Stringer,
Girthy
JD
Worm
Fincher,
Jim.
Cosine Pitch,
Brilliant.
Jersey Laser, Sash, Ethan Price, King Tank Games, and Frisky Dingo. Also thanks to the Lord Tweeger rank. Now Lord Tweeger has a moustache. Measy Jeezy, Anthony Booth, Steelers, Cream My Pancake, Pooh Zerker, Prella, Rari,
Cream
MD,
My
Santo
Pancake.
Kyomasa, Zindergarden, James Patterson, Emperor Misha, and Kyle the Warrior. Also thanks to the God Usopp rank, Burning Bush, Dark Element, Eduardo Flores, Muafak, Necro, Sonny Parks, Maurice, Luis Dreyfus, and thanks to the one above all, the one who has Hashirama cells, Remen. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for donating. I genuinely appreciate it, especially with January ad rates, which do not make as much as I would hope. Have yourselves the most wonderful evening, and remember to represent your women and stay weird, fam.
Stay weird, fam. That was great. Diddle, 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 diddle. awesome. I love honest anime descriptions from Nuxtaku. They are like the funniest thing. So good. So very good. I love it. Oh my god. Always just rip it into the Kages. No, they're just worst tier. Oh man. Brilliant. Yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. What did you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. And I'll see you guys, yes, all you guys, next time.